hurt foot or something like that. But all of them certainly did try and resist in some way. They all, though, tried to make the very, very best of the situation that they had and take root. And that is the term that the book uses. It's called taking root, making the very best of the system that they had, of the situation that they had. And they did that by basically creating and forming their own families where they were. One of the worst things about slavery, of course, was when families were separated at slave auctions. So you were no longer with your mother or father or with your brothers or sisters, so you had to develop what we call fictive kinships.
Can you spell that for me?
Fictive is like fictional, Fictive.
Kinships or?
Kin, yeah, Kin, kinship.
What's that?
Relationships, yeah, like you're kind of like adopted family. It's the family you choose, or the family that you have, that you kind of like adopted family. Like we're all a family in this room, as opposed to, your actual biological family. All right, so the rest of the test, so that's about half of the test. The other half of the test is all about manifest destiny and the America's expansion. And manifest destiny is that God-given right to spread our culture all the way to the Pacific Ocean. It starts with Oregon Territory. That's that joint occupation between the United States and Great Britain. It has gorgeous climate, beautiful soil, especially the Willamette Valley.
Is this the trail or just we're talking about it?
Yeah, so eventually we get Oregon fever, and the tails of it start trickling back, and Oregon fever. And people go there to ranch and to farm. And how Oregon fever affects national politics is it also brings the possibility of Texas to annex Texas as well. Because remember, we couldn't annex Texas earlier on. Why? Because Texas had what?
Slaves.
Slaves. Right. Yes, ma'am.
When you say Oregon fever, do you mean like extending Oregon? Or?
No, like bringing Oregon, like people were just crazy about going to Oregon because and so at the time it was a territory, and it was jointly occupied by both American settlers and British. But we had the people to settle it. The slogan that Polk used was, what was that long slogan? 54, 40 or fight, right? And that was the longitude, latitude lines, okay? Reoccupy Texas, reoccupy Oregon, okay?
But didn't we not have Oregon
We also didn't, right? Exactly. Exactly. We also watched a movie about some of the Native Americans that were out there on the plains. Did we watch that movie?
No.
Okay, we didn't get a chance to do that. Okay, so there's only one question on there. So it was a documentary, and we'll watch that. Today I want to give you all time to do your projects, but there's only one question. But we'll watch that later next week, maybe after your test.
Can you post it online so you can?
No, it's a documentary. I only have the CD, and it's a PBS thing, so I can't. Yeah, but we'll watch some of it. Huh?
Here's a question about the documentary.
On the test, yeah.
Yeah, but it's about the dominant Indian tribes out there on the plains, and it's the Lakota Sioux, and it's in your book too. The Lakota are the dominant Sioux tribe out there. They are
It's like
Sioux, right? And it's the Lakota, Lakota. The Lakota are the ones who, what?
Lakota.
Lakota. And
Oh, yeah.
they're the ones who dominate the plains. They're still out there, large, they still are out there today. Standing Rock, are y'all familiar with Standing Rock? There's a big pipeline controversy. If you look it up right now, Standing Rock, you'll see a lot of Lakota out there right now about it. The rest of the test is all about Texas and the annexation about Texas and how the 1845 annexation, the bringing in Texas,
You said 45?
yes, how the U.S.-Mexico War, the disputed territory between the Rio Grande and the Nueces River. Is that walnut in Espanol? N-U-E-C-E-S, Nueces?
What were the two rivers? Yeah, what were the two rivers?
Nueces? N-U-E-C-E-S. Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah, right.
Look at me. N-U-E-C-E-S. And the Rio Grande. Rio Grande. That's basically where Polk starts the war to expand the boundaries of Texas. And that's the invasion of Mexico, where he also brings in California. His California strategy, bringing in the U.S. Navy in the San Francisco Bay. In 1847, California is brought in, and we all know what happens in 1849. Gold Rush, exactly. Prior to the gold rush in the 1840s, California is really very sparsely populated. Very sparsely populated. But 1849 changes all of that. Okay? That is your test. Okay? That's it. There's only like 41 questions on there. Please make sure that you read those questions a few more times. Go over this review. Look at a few more things in your book, and you should be in really good shape for it. Okay, it's all multiple choice. We'll get through it quickly. We'll watch a little bit on that. It really is a very beautiful documentary. It's shot in some beautiful landscape. We'll watch a little bit of that on, I guess, Tuesday. And then your projects are also due on Tuesday, okay? After that, we will start our review for midterms. We don't have as much time on the midterms for review.